Good day, everyone. Hello. You can see that the United States of America, everyone can see this, it's recognized. The United States of America is literally leading the world politically. The most affecting power on planet Earth. That's obvious, especially after the collapse of the Soviet Union. There is no longer Cold War. And the United States of America is basically leading the West. Yeah. Okay. Now imagine a debate between Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, who many times after this war in Ukraine mentioned something about the nuclear bomb from time to time. Putting nuclear rockets here, he will use the nuclear. There is, in the Russian atmosphere, there is messages like this. Directly and indirectly, official, not official. So he is threatening Putin that if you do not leave anything to us, we will use the nuclear bomb. يعني now who's dealing with Mr. Putin? The United States of America, Mr. Biden, the NATO, the leaders there. NATO, basically is the United States of America. So, could you imagine a discussion between Vladimir Putin, and someone from the American side saying the following? Saying, for example, we don't want any nuclear war with you, Mr. Putin. The West do not want this, America do not want this, no one is gonna win. But we will be the less harmed. Russia will be in a devastating... But we will be harmed, but you're the biggest loser. So we shouldn't even talk about this option. Try to fix things when it's come to Ukraine politically, even if it's a war. Let's keep the nuclear bombs away from it. And within this discussion, a confirmation, for example, from the American side to Putin. We have people who are ready to wage war against Russia. And quote, the following quote is important. We're trying to keep them away from the White House. We're trying to keep them away from... Keep whom away from the White House? We're trying to keep those who are into the end times and nuclear war and things like that from the White House. Okay? We're trying to keep them away from the White House. Those who are willing even to start a nuclear war with Russia. Such quote of statement is about those religious, so-called Christian religious. Those are all about the end times prophecies, end time. There is people since their childhood. Look at for example, and there is other example. Don't say this is only Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah's Witnesses, the one who established Jehovah's Witnesses movement, and took some statement from the Bible and announced himself that group. Muhammad, peace be upon him. Regardless of the manipulation, he himself expected that this great war with so many in that atmosphere. With due my great respect, of course, to human choices, how to worship, yani. I'm not here criticizing. I'm saying, hey, said soon something will happen. When it started, they said that's the war, that's tribulation. It is not. There is people who are talking in the time of the Cold War, World War II, the same. End times, tribulation. Now nuclear bombs. End time, tribulation. Hee-ha. There is people who are old right now, at their 80s, 70s. Nothing left in America. They are more than happy to give all sort of support to anyone who would make them live this atmosphere while being in the good side, the side of Jesus or the Messiah or whatever. There is people who are into this. Vladimir Putin want. So these people, yes, if they are in the White House, their tune, the way they communicate, if they are into this, even Trump, you don't want such. There is people who support Trump into this. It's craziness. There is, yeah. Angelican, American, what a Christian, what a Catholic, you. Yeah. That we want someone to bring. There is people who are on drugs. There is people who have nothing in life. There is people who are very sad and angry with their life. So bored with their life. There is people who live in poverty. And second, why not? In time, let's do it. There is religious who are making this like business, warning and threats. But this would create this mentality of certain groups in the United States of America and other places, where if one of them is the president, listen, Putin, you withdraw from Ukraine or there will be consequences. I understand what I'm saying is a scenario that you cannot digest it. But no, all what you need is time. Could you believe that Trump is the president of the United States of America? I'm not saying Trump won the nuclear war, but could you? Yeah, things might change in this country, and mistakes, wrong decisions. I'll say mistakes and wrong decisions based on, for example, the elite in the Democratic Party, for example. Now, though some of them as well willing to, but regardless. There is Jews. If the so-called Israeli state reach a level where they do not need the United States of America or the West for their existence. Now mark this point, please. They don't need, there is no Hamas. Hamas work for the sake of the Western public. That's how crazy things. People will say this conspiracy, this crazy guy. Hamas is working for the favor of the European and the Western people. I'm gonna put this man. I was wanted to say this in the conclusion. You know what? Let's say it now. This is the conclusion of the thing. Wait, I want to say it in the end. Hamas said it should be at the end. I'm stupid here. Sorry. Not stupid, made a mistake. Let's go into I mentioned it, so we cannot know. Let's what was I'm gonna say before I mention this point? Should I restart saying it again? I have my own marvelous way of explaining things. Resources. The so-called Israeli state is connected. The Jews who own businesses, things like that, they operate to a certain level in a big deal. The economy. Just think about the capital money that was provided from Germany, the state, to Jewish people as reimbursement, and how it was invested. But there is a lot of stocks owned by Jews and things. So the money, the Jewish money, is into the West like this. And the so-called Israeli state is trying its best to show civilized LGBT, Goyim from here and here. Now the European is there. Now the European, they start to bring other Goyim, Jews, non-Israelis to this different Goyim, not Israelite, end time Satan Senegal. Now Hamas is fighting them. Whilst Hamas is fighting them, the Palestinian resistance, the so-called Israelis are looking at the West and America. They need America and they need the West. They need Europe. They need even the song. There is a ceremony, singing ceremony. It's the European singing ceremony. The so-called Israelis is part of it, explaining that it's just a state, a colonizing apartheid state, regardless of this point. So the so-called Israeli state, this is the conclusion. The so-called Israeli state is depending, twisted thing now, it's dependent on America and Europe for its protection. Weapon, money, things. If the so-called Israeli state reach a level where there is no threats, no Palestinian resistance, no Middle Eastern Islamic resistance, no Arabic resistance, Hamas is no longer, Gaza is finished, Gaza is a tourist place, or under the so-called Israeli state. At that time, khalas, the way the so-called Israeli state and now I'm not going to talk about end time, the destruction that will happen to them, which is horrible. It will affect all Jews. That's why we need to show respect, a special respect to those who call themselves anti-Zionist Jews when it's come to the divine plan, God. Words to humanity and things like that. Once they don't need you, there will be Jews who will enhance the need or enhance the acceptance of living the end times. And the others who call themselves Jews, Europe is destroyed now. Starting with the European Jews who are religious, or the European Jews who just want to get rid of the Human Rights Council, things like that, humanitarian, rights of the others, peace, solution. Destroy America. Russia and America. You understand me? Who is doing it? A Jewish president? No. Like Ukraine? No. Someone from the Anglican. God gave the Jews the Holy Land. The Jews are there. So it's in time for him to return back. They think I'm joking right now. Those who did 11 another inside job could, with the stupidity of the public, could do something. And Satan is there. Oh, I'm an atheist. There is no Satan. Bad, wicked people. Satan is there, okay? Bismillah. قل أعوذ بالفلق من شر ما خلق من شر غاسق إذا وقب من شر فتق له من شر حاسد إذا حسد. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله لا إله إلا هو. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. So, these people who, such person, cut this, to Vladimir Putin. Mr. President, we're trying to keep them away from the White House. Someone from the American side saying this to Vladimir Putin. There is people who want nuclear war in America. We don't want that. Even Trump, he don't want that. He's way, there's twisted people. Leave the twisted, some of the twisted people supporting him. We don't want the Republican. That's why we're keeping these people away from. Someone might say he's acting, just to say to Putin we can do something. They have people for this, and we are coming to you peacefully. No, there is people in the United States of America ready to do that. I should say the conclusion right now. So if you are in the West, thinking that, twisted the explanation, I'm not going to say it again. You're in the West, you're looking at me as a horrible, even if you have a Christian background. And even if you are saying Gaza, Hamas are bad, they're behind this, wake up. If you're a normal person, normal dude, man or woman, or a good person who have a family, you want to see the coming generation living, your children, grandchildren, living happy in the future, listen to me. Maybe you're not a Christian, atheist, or whatever. And it is in your best interest for the long term or mid term, not the short term. The short term, no, they're away from the White House. You get them mad. But in the long term, you need people like me. You think I'm joking? You need me to destroy the boss. Just destroy it. Destroy the so-called Christian faith. Destroy it. Not like those who Jews call themselves Jews want to destroy Jesus, who have something to do with the Crusades, angry with all. No, we want Jesus, people. Jesus is a Jew. And then after we use them, they're not Jew. They're not Jew. War with Russia. After the destruction of Europe, West and things, the so-called Israeli state, there is no Hamas, only dictators, and we rule them. That's an end-time prophecy. Peace be upon him, Muhammad. This is one of the reasons, more reasons, why we are believing that he's the final messenger. He talked about the anti-Christ machine. At the end, there will be 40 days, day-like, and the remaining days are normal days. Before the normal days, there was something like a week. That's the so-called Israeli state. 1 second. هذا وشو ده؟ The week is the so-called Israeli state. And the remaining days is like our normal days. But the week is like, we're talking about more than 100, the empire, the English colonizing era for a long time. And then not the Papawian long time. One day is like a year. And one day is like a month. Is it the hadith? Ya Allah, I forget. This is confirmed hadith. No, America, the so-called Israeli state. And for you to understand that, it is the biggest dialoguing machine with the Islam, with the truth, with the godly people. Of course, there is Daesh, terror, Qaeda, modeling, all this problem, civil wars. Who's causing it? Satan and his slaves. Regardless, in the Muslim world. If Muslim is good, why he's not here in Saudi Arabia? Look at the flag. If Islam is good, why are you running away from Saudi Arabia? Why? If Islam is good, Muslim country, why Syria is like this? If Muslim country good Islam, why Iraq like this? Saddam dictator, and why? Huh? What do you mean? Daesh is Islam. If Mecca is Islam, why all these Muslims come and run away to us? Like me. Please, I want to stay here. Don't send me back. Please, I beg you. Please give me visa. I'm مسكين, poor. مسكين in Arabic means poor. I'm مسكين. Poor means فقير. Similar to my name, I'm فقير. مسكين is, I don't know, English only have one word here. Arabic have many words. That's why حكما عربية, Arabic rulership and Quran verses. Arabic the language. So at that time, the so-called Israeli state are going to say, shut up you. Shut up, we're going to get rid of America. Let them fuck, we don't need them. Understand me? So you need Hamas too. Okay, you need the Jewish state. You need so-called Israeli state. Look at Biden, Mr. Biden. What did he say? He said, for the United States of America interest, if there was no Israeli state, the United States of America would need to invent an Israeli state. Okay? يا خضر قاعدين بالشوارع وش قصة أنا بابا صغير طفل صغير يضحك. In fact, the child is crying. I said, what's the problem here? No, يضحك, he's laughing. Like this. So to protect yourself from this mentality, Nazi, Christian mentality, KKK, Christian supremacist, I don't know. Those who are into supporting the Jewish state, why certain groups who are into supporting the so-called Israeli state from the Western, look at America. They go there and they always talk about one thing, mainly. Many things. Well, what I want to think, Armageddon. This is the place. People of God. Russia, the bear. Nuclear. There is people, and remember, it's a country of what? If this group is increasing while they drink the beer, not beer, of course, drinking beer is, hell yeah, God, Jesus, God. Someone wants votes. Things, the scenario will be created satanically. So that Russia would do something, Russia would come to them, China, and based on the democratic, for example, Republic Party, those could be elite. We try to keep those people away from the White House so that they wouldn't do mistakes or bad decisions. We don't want any nuclear war, Mr. President Vladimir Putin. So we shouldn't even mention this. Trying to keep them away from the White House. It's not our group. We are the people who seek peace, want to fix this problem, but there is others. Some of us he's sending indirect. Let's try to fix it now before things after 4 years. You're a president, you're responsible, you have your own cabinets. No. Yes or no, but still, the main thing, these people are there in America. And they are into the so-called Christian faith. I'm not talking about other and their relationship, even if they had the Jews. Jesus was Jew. End times. It's part of end times that the Jews will settle on the Holy Land. It's part of Saddam Hussein. To kick them out of the Holy Land. We believe. There is big difference between him and Sinai's government. Big difference between Hosni Mubarak, the president of Egypt. Saddam Hussein just said it. He said these people should be ours. It's an end time. What do you mean end time? Daniel, peace be upon him, the return of those who are practicing the real Jewish, the Israelite, not these goyim. These people are lost because worshipping Satan. Because they are bad. So I am here. Let me destroy it by saying the truth. Destroy their faith. You need to support me. I'm ready to do business with you. Hell yeah. Wipe them. And at the same time, the secular, LGBT, women rights, prostitution, Western country, so-called Israeli state, and of course those Goyim Jews, and they understand the religious and the other. Most hated, we hate them, we don't hate them. You're all Goy. These people, now they are gaining. I have explained that they deleted my videos. Now the number is increasing. They fuck a lot. They bring a lot of children. They vote. And those who establish the so-called Israeli state are into the Western way of living. The others know. For example, Ben Gvir is, he don't look white, but him. Which is in your best interest, even the good normal people in the West and Europe, that Hamas would survive this war and continue threatening the so-called Israeli state so that they continue being in need. They need America, they need Europe, and at the same time there is a lot of groups in Europe and America scream, Palestinian right, human right. Affect the votes, and affect the government. The so-called Israeli like this. انت نخطينا بخطر ماشي نخنامك جايمة لخشيت فخشت تفاتيك نحن دبخيت خنينتا دفخوت خديني بين خطا جيم حشيشة مفشوخين نشرب حشيشة فشيخة. Understand me? Especially that I'm an Israelite. I'm an Israelite, and I'm saying the truth. I'm saying the truth about the so-called Christian crap. Jesus, the crap, Trinity of Shaitan. Shaitan, Satan, Shaitan. Shaitanhausen. Problem? You can't understand? Huh? Not only Israel, there's another region, but keep it for myself. Secret, though I told before. Think about it. Do you see? I'm a hero. I'm trying to save your future from being at that corner, at that place. Not like those Palestinians who were pushed to the corner. They would start being called Gazan, forced from their houses, villages, towns, by force, by Goyim's occupiers, under the supervision of the West. No. Starting with the European Jews. No. Greece, Italy, Turkey. No, I'm talking about you. Before you be at that corner. The president, the parties, the public, civil war, almost there. Sometimes, for you to protect yourself from a civil war, start a war with someone outside. Do you see how 11 September united everyone in America? Inside job, like 6 October, united everyone in the so-called Israeli state. I'm not here explaining whether you are going to be in hellfire or heaven. Of course you are if you're not a Muslim. A to Z. If you're not creating justice, yani. I'm here explaining that there is a danger. America, these Anglican, those who support the so-called Israeli state, not for your own reason, for other reason which you consider wrong. Hamas is a blessing to the West, especially that they are nationalist. They do not operate outside. They focus on Palestine. Okay? You need to protect them. No, the so-called Israeli state knew that this is not like Iran. Iran is different. If we have no Hamas, the whole West, the whole interest, Gulf states problem with Iran, Russia. Now Hamas, natives want to, and then stop it, 2018. You're doing a lot of crime, 2008. This war must stop. You're killing a lot of people, 2013. Why you bomb these places? 6 October, inside job. You need Hamas. You're in America, you need Hamas. Don't make them إن الإنسان لا يطغى أن رآه استغنى. This is a verse of Quran, though it is a different interpretation and a different thing. They will, if they do not need the West, all what they need is the operation of their money. They can take it and give it to China or work it with China. Wallahi, they would do worse. Even if they are European Jew into the so-called Israeli state, they don't care. They don't care. Because they are into Jews. They do not want to be, that's why they are in a shock. So what if I am not Israeli? It is about the faith. It is a Jewish state. It's Jewish state, Jewish land. For the Jew, if you are not Jew, you don't stay there. Because he believe that Isa the Messiah, the son of Virgin Mary, is a liar and he's a son of a bitch. Peace be upon him and peace be upon his blessed mother Virgin Mary. Maryam. And he believed that Muhammad is a liar. So regardless, we operate the Jewish. The Jew, there is no other person reading the Torah and doing no, this masjid must be destroyed and the Solomon temple must be built.
for the Jewish. These farms is for us. This land is for us to stay here. Yes.
You understand me? Those who call themselves Christian, they are used by them.
Jesus, yes, he was Jew. We will use you then finish.
There is Hacham, a monk, who said it. Go and check. They want the destruction of Europe. They prophesize it. Even if they are Eastern European. Once it's destroyed, they knew Satan is there. Look at that guy who talked to Netanyahu. Is the biggest Hacham there. He said, he's coming soon. He's coming soon, he said. He's coming soon. He will be here soon. He said this. He said, him coming soon. Now, he do not believe that the one before 2000... He do not believe that the one before 2,000 years, whose name is the Messiah. No. Jesus, you want to, whatever you want to call him. He believed that he didn't come yet. So they will use Jesus. Fine, they mean Isa. Yeah. We don't want him. Additional to that, within the 2,000 years, they are not even the Israelis. They are Goyim. You need Hamas. West. You need Hamas in our state of America, you know what I'm saying? Like if Hamas is like Russia. It's to be a threat. The so-called Israeli state with European can destroy everything, but still, no. Human rights things, yeah. Can't, yeah. We need the Western people to this, within these steps, to be with us, the majority. Once we get there after Hamas, and fuck you, West, fuck you, America. Let's do it like 11 September and start in the bigger scale. Easy, very easy. Put some on their nuclear war. Russian Jews and France Jews and those who came from America Jews are fine. We stay in Holy Land now. They all work for us. Abrahamic faith, Mohammed bin Zayed there, Mohammed bin Salman. We want them to be king in Iraq. Finish Saddam Hussein. Sisi is there, his son become president. We do everything. We have media operating them. Well, yeah. The Ukrainian Jews come, no problem. Settle here in the Holy Land. We kill Palestinians, we kick them. We're Jews. You are Gentile, even if you are Israelis. Why you're not doing like this, like us? If you are descendant from Israel, you're not doing like this? Then no. Why you don't want to destroy Muhammad Mosque? Why? Why won't you say he's a liar? He's a son of a bitch. Why won't you say that Muhammad is a liar? Go stay there in your cave. Take your rock down. Person like me, aware of the Islamic renewed by Muhammad religion, I understand what's going to come and what will happen to them. It's not some prophecies about the Jews at the end times, what's going to happen to them. No, I understand what's going to happen to them, and I recognize the steps, and which step historically we are in. I'm not going to say it again. You need me to destroy these bad so-called Christians and bring a civilized protection to the secular and liberal way of living in the West that created all this power. Made a big mistake with this Bush Jr. So-called Israelite Jews. You name it. You know what I'm saying? You need someone like me. I can destroy their faith. You don't want to talk to me? Take my bones. You would act in a shock. Don't delete my videos as well. Especially these in man channel. Like the hook is involved. Finally, Hamas work for your side. Be on Hamas side. Hamas is a resistance movement. Hamas is a good people. Hamas are nationalist. Hamas is just doing reaction to the extreme crimes of the colonizing occupiers there. who are goyim. Even if Hamas is bad, it is in your biggest interest to protect Hamas from being demolished and vanished and destroyed. You need Hamas, especially in the coming decades.